Well, fireman doggo and I sneeze, sneeze, sneeze. Well, fireman doggo and I sneeze, sneeze, sneeze.
Oh, hello chat. Hello, hello, hello. Give me a second. Hurry up. Okay. Hello. Oh. I've moved everything over. I've moved my monitor over there now. my side monitor, so I'm gonna have to get used to trying to read chat from the other side of the screen. Can you see me alright? Can you hear me alright? Oh, I guess that's just where the thing is now. How are you, Tom? Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Chris. So both Tomu and Kay gonna be late, huh?
Tomu is something with pizza and
Hey, gamer.
Kate writing his application.
His application to his masters.
Mhm.
That's probably pretty important then.
Tuesday.
Oh, you're a little quiet, Chris. Actually, I think I might just have Discord quiet on my Windows. Give me a second. Let me raise that again. There you go. Should be able to hear you now,
This
Chris.
better?
That's way better. It's quite, maybe a bit too loud, but that's fine. Hello. Tommy said he left the lobby open, so I guess we'll just join that, right?
Yeah, and then we can just choose a mission to do in the meanwhile, because I guess they've already played it anyway.
Well, I might just farm honey or something.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if there's any good routes in this game, but I never have any mega potions. I don't know about you.
I think I have enough mega potions.
I keep running out, like in the middle of a quest.
It's because I always pick up the honey, though.
I pick up the honey too. How are you two doing, chat? I might go make a couple gathering gems and just run around. Just because it's something I like. The thing you did in World, I don't know if it really matters in this, but you'd make a loadout just for gathering, which would have all the, like, you know, mining more rocks and getting more honey and stuff on armor set. I'm gonna see... Botany. Wonder if that includes honey. Insect item? If you get level 3 on that, maybe? Not sure. Geology lets you get 3 more things per rock if you smack those. You have a day off tomorrow, which is pretty pog. Well, that's good to hear. Do you have any plans for that, Tom? I feel like it's probably botany, or it's like a piece of armor. I would like to search for skill, though. Skills. Here we go. So I'm looking for the one that gives you geologist, botanist. Oh, here we go. Oh, those are the ones at the top. Alright. So the default leather set gives you a bunch of geologist and botanist. As well as the leather S, which is the one that you can just buy. I think that's about it, really. Yeah, there's also the chainmail set as well. So I guess I'll just make the botanist chainmail hat. The botanist leather thingy. The botanist gloves. And these 2 botanist pieces. So now I should have botanist level 4. Yeah, I have botanist level 4. And then maybe I can just craft a couple geologist gems, or I don't know if it matters. Do I have a the Joe Cat hat? I don't know what that means. Do you mean in this? This is... I don't know. I don't know what that is. But hello, Session. You're going to go to the pubs? You're going to go to the pub to see friends in the evening, but otherwise just gaming. Well, that sounds comfy. There must be loadouts in this game, right? Well, thank you, Tom. I haven't set any loadouts yet, but there's got to be some way to do that, right? Ah, equipment loadouts. So I'll make this one... Can I rename that? No. Yes. I will call this one... Botanist. So I'm just going to run around and collect honey. I don't know if you also want to join me on the mission, or if you're just going to do something else, but I'm going to make it...
I'm gonna have a peek to see which weapon I need to make.
Yeah, have a little look through the menus and stuff. I'm just going to do an expedition. I don't know which of the worlds has the best honey farming. So I guess I'll just run around the plains. There we go. Just in an expedition. I want to get like 100 million more honey than I've currently got. I don't know where any of it spawns though, so maybe I should start by looking at that. Detailed map. There's apparently some honey dead ahead. If I do like a little loop. Oh, hey Vivian.
How's it going?
Thank you
I
for
hope
54
everyone
months.
is doing fine.
Hello. I'm doing okay, thank you. Thank you for the 54 months. What have you been up to, Vivian? The Risk of Rain DLC is coming out somewhat soon. I see 3 honeys immediately. If we go just sort of north, then come back a bit and go into level 6, we might be able to just do a shortcut for that. We should be able to see it. And then we can just do that in a loop, or I can finish the quest. That's not right. I just used a mega potion by accident, so that's not an efficient start, is it? Okay, you get 2 honey per thing. This shouldn't be too bad. There might be a more efficient level than this. If any of you know, let me know.
Have we fought Uroktor already?
Odegaran?
No, it was like a rock door or something.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, I'll look through the list.
Oh, apparently the other honey's over here somewhere. No Cake or Tomu tonight. Tomu's eating pizza. And Cake is writing his application for his master's degree. So they'll be here in a bit. This is Tomu's lobby we're currently sitting in, so we're just waiting. So where's the other honey? It was somewhere in the middle over here, I think. Ah, I see it dead ahead. This doesn't feel that efficient. I'm gonna try the forest level. I mean, I'm sure I could Google it, but it's kind of fun just to run around the world and have a look.
I found a quest with the Uroktor. I think there may be a small monster, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I'm just gonna depart on the quest and see if I can collect some skills.
go for it. It scales with the number of players, so you should be able to do it fine. Like it'll scale for 1 player if it's only you on the mission. You doing
Oh,
alright?
it's the small monsters anyway.
You've been playing Lost Ark and a little bit of work mostly, doing fine. Oh, how is it? I don't think I know anyone that's playing that. I know it's one of the current big hotnesses. Okay, let's just do this. I wonder if there's an event quest for gathering honey. That would be handy. Sometimes there's events for that sort of thing, right?
Isn't there usually an event quest for gathering honey?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I just see a lot of hunter. No. It will be a... I wonder if there's maybe a low rank quest for it. Is the best way to farm honey really just going to be to run around in a circle looking at honey? That kind of surprises me. Yeah, I'm oh, hang on. Oh, that's honing the hunting horn. Not quite. Alright, no, I guess there's nothing for gathering honey. I just have to run around in the worlds. I'll try an expedition in the forest instead, maybe. It's a typical MMO in terms of quests and stuff, but the combat's fun. And they did a good job of making it feel like your character's powerful, and in combat the sound design is nice. Has it got like big chunky like thwack sound effects and stuff? Hello, Rel. Oh, I guess I could also explore the rest of this level, just to unlock the map. Alright, there's some honey if we go straight down this path towards the bit we haven't seen. And there's some honey in the northwest. So I'm gonna go just fill out the map, because apparently we haven't done that yet. I haven't got a bunch of stuff in my iron pouch, have I? No. I could empty it if I want a couple more mulberries, but I haven't really had too many issues with that so far. The satisfying twack and kaboom. You like it when a skill goes buzzwap as well. Satisfying. How are you all doing? I'm not too bad. Work again tomorrow as every week, but it's not too bad. Is it, in terms of MMOs, is it particularly grindy? Or is it not too bad? You're drunk but otherwise good. What do you mean by otherwise? Is the drunk bit not the good bit? Was that not the intention? There should be some honey up here, I think. How are you, Ren? Not that being drunk is bad, yeah, that's what I was going to say. We had a lot of cocktails yesterday. I made an awful lot of various things.
It was really delicious, but then I think I didn't drink enough water, so I was achy today.
Yeah, you gotta be sipping. All the grinding happens after level 50, so you're not sure yet. Is the game quite linear until then? Or, well, maybe not linear, but is it quite... You just sort of do the quests one by one, and then eventually you unlock You unlock to the point where you have to grind a little bit to start doing more. Because it's quite hard for an MMO to actually have enough content to keep you going for that long. Normally they have to put some sort of grind in at some point. If you play Lost Ark free-to-play, you'll never reach the highest item level before that patch comes out. Oh, does it have a free-to-play mode? Up to 50 is pretty much story mode. Oh, that's cool. Have you played much of it, Tommy, or have you just been, like, watching the news on it? Oh, this is like a Aztec Pyramid. That's cool. It's a free-to-play game, but it's a Korean MMO. Do we know the studio that made it for anything else? Like, I don't know if I can name any Korean studios off the top of my head, but I don't know. It's better than it used to be, at least. I thought the game only just came out. How was it better than it used to be? Was there a day one patch or something? It's designed to suck the soul out of your wallet. Is it, like, got that... Maybe Genshin isn't a good example, but has it got that sort of gacha-y thing or something? Where it's like, oh yeah, we give you all the tools you can technically have in free-to-play, but if you really want to be efficient, you gotta put money in. Oh, the beta's running for a while. You're feeling like a cat napping in the sun right now. That sounds pretty comfy. Okay. Do you think it's worth me playing or not? Do you think I should cut that? Because I was enjoying Final Fantasy when we played that, so I thought we'd go back and play it again at some point. I've been playing RuneScape lately. The game's been out in Russia and Korea for ages. Oh yeah, I guess if you want an MMO to be good these days, you have to run a beta for a while with a bunch of super nerds, right? And they'll tell you how to make more money. And all you have to do is give them early access and like a funny hat that says to everyone else that they're cooler than them. Maybe? Unless? Like, was it a beta that people had to pay to get into, or were they invited? Were they from, like, top WoW clans or something? You're high and pretty good today. Alright. You in the entirety of the Netherlands, apparently. Bloody carnivals everywhere, it's terrifying. There's so many people, like, out in the streets and all about the place.
I guess you wouldn't like festivals, would you?
I think so. Probably not, right? I'm not really a people person, am I?
I wanted to go to one at some point, like one of the UK ones.
What, like Glastonbury?
Yeah, like whichever one.
I want to go north.
This was pre-COVID times.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
not considered going to a concert ever since.
Yeah, concerts seem like a weird thing right now, but I guess they're less weird than they were at the start of the pandemic, huh? You took some pictures of yourself you actually like. Oh, that's good to hear. That's always a PogChamp. Chris made a nice Sasha Talk cake today.
Yeah, the cake man.
There you go. There's more honey around here somewhere, isn't there? Just north of here. The forest might be the good one. Hey there, Tommy. Do you know a particularly good honey route? I've only done two. I've done this level in the desert so far, and this one so far seems the most viable. You don't know if there's like a better one that's ever so slightly more efficient. There's
I found the skills I'm supposed to get, I think.
west of here. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to collect them and complete my weapon. And I think that's the weapon, according to the guy that
Okay.
Tom was sent, that like you're supposed to use at all times. So I think I'm just done on my weapon then.
Okay. A Sasha Tort, Raph. It's like a extremely rich chocolate cake.
You know what? I thought, like I said to Tomu, I thought it was fluffier than I thought it was. Like I thought it was going to be really dense.
Is this not where I think... I'm not where I think I am I? Damn. I don't know, I just keep running out of honey, and I'm kind of sick of not being able to heal in missions, you know? Why is Sasha tall? Well, I mean, I think a tort is a type of cake, and I think the baker that came up with it is called Sasha. But I think she just ate her greens and tried her best. Isn't there like some good loot up here on this waterfall? This might be a good little route. Thunderbugs, godbugs, clear crystal. There's some bugs on the trees as well. That's a lot of godbugs. Jeez. Good lord. Maybe this route's just worth doing. Like, just coming here. Divine Rhino? Alright. Let's do this. Bug farm. I should probably put geology rocks on this. I've made a little farming loadout with 4 pieces of botany on it. But maybe I should also put geology on it just for those bonus rocks. You don't eat your greens, but you try your best. You gotta eat your greens, Wrath. Come on.
No.
Hi.
Hello. How's your pizza?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Sort of pizza.
I put a chipotle base on it,
Ooh.
like into the tomato base, and then like vegan mozzarella.
Vegan mozzarella? Was it cashew or
I don't know.
pea protein or something?
It's cheese.
I'm always
Yeah.
curious what the vegan ones are made out of. Some of them are a lot better
Alright.
than others.
Tastes fine. Does the job. Of gluing everything together.
Well, that's, what can you
It's
ask
got
for?
frankfurters, bacon, chorizo, bell peppers,
There's a lot going on.
and then after it was cooked, I topped it with rocket and watercress.
Oh, cool.
And it was very tasty. I overcooked it, but it's very tasty.
Cool.
So I have all of the crusts that are rock solid. I was like, maybe later. A midnight snack.
Ooh,
Yeah, I don't know what you need to do to get honey. Like, I literally got all... I was more than capable of getting honey, like, from the Argosy. And I don't think I even send my Argosy to get honey anymore.
okay.
Because I have, like, 200, so I would just say just do Argosy and do quests.
Is Leap of Faith useful? It seems like a unique skill.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you know, if you think it's useful, you can use it.
No, I
but-
was wondering if it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, you really want to get one of those for some boss or something. None of these talismans seem particularly good. Flinch free, I guess, is not bad to have, but it's only 2. What do I want to do? Wisp of Mystery. That's a random. Moonbow out for crit eye, right? And then you just put random stuff in that you don't need.
Yeah.
Haze. So Haze is a similar sort of thing if I really wanted to get, like... I guess I've got a Horn Maestro thing now. Wisp of Mystery seemed like fun, but I think Moonbow for crit eye and just trying to get as many crit things as possible seems pretty comfy, huh? Just like spend all my friend vouchers and whatever. Hey everyone, I know inventory management isn't the most interesting thing in the world, but like, what can you do, right? There we go. Hey, Nick. Leftover crusts might make for good breadsticks, Tommy.
Well, yeah, that's why I was just gonna put some
You're just gonna eat
dipping
them.
stuff
Yeah.
and eat them.
Have I played Elden Ring? I haven't played Elden Ring. I'm waiting a few months. I want to wait for the first sale, and I want to wait to see if they fix the PC performance issues.
Yeah.
I'm not. I've got like so
Runs
many.
like ass.
Well, I've got like so many things to play right now. I'm in no rush to play it.
Yeah.
Like, and, you know, there's the odd spoilers here and there, but like, what can you do, right? Such is the world. I'll just wait. You know, I like Dark Souls, but you know, I've got hopefully like another 60 years or whatever to play it in. I'm sure I can wait a few months. Be even better if I could wait until I've got my new PC. But I'm expecting that'll probably be after. I don't know.
It'll run fine on your PC
I'm sure.
once they fix the issues, because the issues aren't specs. Like,
It's capped at like 60 and runs at like 30 or something, right?
yeah, Digital Foundry put out the video like today
Yeah.
that it's just to do with like for some reason the caching on DX12 that
It
they've
just doesn't work properly.
sorted out. It's just not working.
Okay, so it's just
Because-
constantly reloading shit it shouldn't be or something.
No, it loads it in. So once it's loaded in, it's fine. It's just when it's loading stuff in, and it can be loading stuff in from like the tiniest of particles. To,
Oh, yeah. It's a big
Um,
strain.
No, it shouldn't. Yeah, it shouldn't be though, because it's just loading so much stuff that it drops your FPS down to like 10 every time it loads something new in, which is literally anything in the world.
That's
From
unfortunate.
grass to trees to leaves to smoke to mobs, and then if you're just out in the open world as well, and not in like a dungeon, then you're going to be experiencing that often because you're going to be changing.
You're
zones
constantly
and-
moving around, yeah.
Yeah. And it's seemingly random where the fucking borders are for everything being cached and loaded and stuff.
Well, I look forward to it being fixed.
Yeah.
You reckon it'll go for like 40 in sales? Yeah, and then that's 20 euros saved. That's not bad. Oh yeah, sorry. At I don't know if maybe Tom said earlier. I did see that there's a new Pokemon game, and like I don't know. I said to Chris, it's such like a nothing trailer. I don't know. I know there's going to be another Pokemon game, but I feel like there's been.
Slade.
I just feel like there's been so much Pokemon content lately. I kind of wish they'd slow down a little bit. Stop making content, please. I don't know. I didn't have any particular thoughts on it. I think the cat grass starter looks cute, and like the sort of apple fire starter thing looks kind of cool. But like, you know.
I hope it's like Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Well, it looks like they've basically just started a new project, loaded up Legends Arceus, and then started modifying it. Like, it's clearly based heavily on Arceus. I feel like they're probably trying to make the most out of however much money they spent.
As long as it plays similar, I'll be happy with it. If they decide to scrap everything that they've done in Arceus and just make it look like it, and
My assumption is
then I'll
that
be very sad.
it will be boring and mainline, and it will just have the engine from Arceus.
It's like a brand new game, right? It's not like
Yeah,
a remake
brand
or
new.
anything.
Well, as far as we can tell, like with the starters are
Generation
new.
9
Yeah, it's the new gen.
is brand new.
Have they
new generation?
explicitly said it's Gen 9?
Yes.
Okay. Then yeah, it's the new gen. So maybe it'll have a new gimmick of some kind, you know. Maybe Pokemon will go really big. No, wait. Maybe they'll add another evolution. No, wait. Maybe they'll make it so moves sometimes do like a lot. No, wait. They'll add online play. Nah. I don't know. Anyone's guess what the gimmick's gonna be. My assumption is that it won't be Legends Arceus 2 though. I think it's a bit too soon for that. That felt a bit more experimental, and then I expect they probably had 2 teams or something working on each. You know, maybe they were like main team on Arceus now and the other team on the secondary, and it's only just started to come out of the design phase. You're a little bit more the bushes don't have collision in Elden Ring.
If it says your Argosy thing is full, what are you supposed to do?
Have you not been taking your
the
stuff out?
items.
How's
do you
yours
take them?
full?
You go to
So
the
when you
house.
go and order items, and then you do take, and then you click take all.
Oh, I've never emptied
How-
this.
How have you not run out of Mega Potions, Chris?
Huh?
How have you not been running out of Mega Potions? I've been taking them every single run.
Well, you don't use them if you get hit in one shot and die, do you?
Exactly.
But also, like at the beginning, I was doing all of the event quests, and there was a lot of take 5 honeys or whatever, so I looked out for honey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I think I
Optional side
still
quests.
I have like 50 left, which I think is fine.
You're 50.
I don't know what you've been doing, Willen, to be chugging so many.
I think I'm probably treating it a bit Iceborne-y, maybe. Where you just get, like, literally thousands of them, so you chug them for, like, anything. I don't know, though. 69 episodes of Gen of the Wild. Damn. I'm enjoying Arceus. I think it's a fun game. Have you posted a quest? Cool.
I needed to get more of the like bug items. I think, like the Neopteron.
Yeah.
Kezu and Zenoga. Damn. I'm gonna order an electric resist set. That seems smart. Yeah, the fire starter looks a little shit, but it's
I
a
thought
fire
the fire
type.
starter's like looks really cool.
I thought it
looks
looked cool.
funny and fat, and I like it.
Yeah, he looks a chubby little boy. I don't know, I like.
It's gonna be a crocodile.
I barely like any of the starters after Gen 4. Like, I don't know. What starters
And
are
one's
good?
a duck. You can't not like the duck.
I don't like the duck that
What
much.
the fuck? It's a duck.
There's like a duck in like Gen 5 or 6 that's like a water duck, and I don't like that one.
The
Like
swan one.
Swanner, yeah. But it evolves from a duck. So I guess it's the
but
ugly
this
duck
one's
one.
also a duck,
I don't really like
and he
it.
looks cool.
It's fine. Like it's very safe. I don't know. It's like a water duck. If you were to design
Well,
another
surely
water
you
duck,
don't want your starter to be not safe. Like you want it to be
Yeah.
a
Have
thing
you
that
seen some of the
30% of the
starters?
people would like.
some of them look like ass.
Woolen wants
Like,
to have.
Who likes
one.
Chespin?
It's a bad dragon dildo.
Chespin looks terrible.
I like Rowlet.
Rowlet's
Rowlet?
cute. Rowlet's the best.
I think the
starter
bunny
since
looks
Gen
kind of
4.
cute as well, because we saw that they had that plushie in the Pokemon pop-up store,
Yeah,
and I was tempted to buy because I thought the bunny was cute,
yeah.
but I didn't know anything about the game, so I didn't want to get it.
The rabbit's grown on me a little, but
The bunny with the like plaster on its
Yeah.
nose or whatever it is.
well, it grows into like a teenage football, into like a professional footballer or something. Like I think that's the meme. Oh yeah, the music in the main lobby is good. Tommy's got the good stuff. I
So
feel like
we're
I
just
should.
supposed to kill those two.
I was focusing Zenoga, but I guess we should probably all focus whichever one you're on. I just thought Zenoga would be the hardest one.
I should drink potions.
Maybe I should just make like armor skin and stuff. I haven't really been using them in this game.
Oh, I don't use armor skin really.
Well,
I
if it
use
saves me
getting
mega
violent and
potions though,
farming.
right? I've got a bunch of adamant seeds I've probably never
Yeah,
used.
if you've got them, then you should use them.
Well, I wasn't sure if we were going to get at some point where we were going to get into a wall, and then I might want to keep them just for that wall so we wouldn't get too stuck.
I don't think anything's like difficult enough that it requires.
We're not
Demon
gonna
Drugs
have to
or
do,
armor
like,
skins, but Demon
80
Drugs speed
Nergigante
up
or
stuff
something.
by, you know, whatever tiny percentage, so I just should use demon drugs because kill things faster.
Music here is good.
Yeah, the
Is this
music
from a
in the
different
arena is,
game?
like my favorite track in the game.
This is just the Rise music. It's not like it's not like a Monster Hunter 3 song or
It's just
something.
the arena theme.
Funny. He keeps yelling, dude. It's funny though, because I've been building armor for like high defense, and I'm still taking a lot of damage from these fights. Like I've sort of been dodging my meta set a bit, just because most of the stuff is only green tier.
Yeah.
I still take so much damage from their hits. No temporal mantle, I guess. If you can't hear the music, chat, I'll turn it up a bit. I don't mind. I don't know what the volume's like. Oh. Damn. Get a lot of materials from this.
Yeah.
Pretty good mats.
Yamate.
Yamate. What was your day up to, Tommy? Were you playing some Apex earlier?
Nothing. I literally got out of bed at like 3 to play Elden Ring. And then I played some Apex with Chris as we're working on the rat hat.
Red points, red points.
Don't you have to get 50 caps tomorrow to get the rat?
100.
No, 50 more.
Yeah.
You don't think about that. You think about the rat with the hat.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah,
this
well,
cock monster.
Optimistic thinkers.
Alright. He actually kind of creeps me out.
Why?
Well, he just looks like a big old floppy
Your
dong
penis
with a
is
mouth
wings,
on the
then
front.
That's strange.
What's the bits that makes him not look like a dick that's probably the frightening bit? You know? Like it's the uncanny valley. It's the teeth, I'll be honest. Like,
His nice smile.
I like that he's happy. You know, I'm proud of him. But like, come on, right? I'm gonna die, or... I guess I'm cool. Thanks, Michael 3. That was frightening. Because Zenoga's quick, isn't he? Well, his animations are, at least. Oh, I don't want to ride you. I was trying to pick up the item. I don't know what I'm
No
doing.
damage to Noga.
How do I do this? X? There we go. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing there. I just wanted to pick up the shinies.
Shinies don't disappear.
They don't? Really? But the monsters do disappear in like 8 seconds.
Monsters disappear, but the shinies don't.
I didn't know that. Ah, I have 1 health. I'll be fine. Why are you all nutting at Kezu being circumcised? Why is that such an important piece? Okay, like I didn't want to do an attack or anything. That's fine. Oh, being cracked in the back. Damn. Oh, there's a rainbow bird by the spawn.
Yep.
Huh?
So this is just the arena in this game, huh?
Yep, this is the arena.
I like it. I think it's cool.
Oh my lordy.
Do we get a particular reward from this, or is it just the fight?
It's a new event quest, so layered armor
Oh, cool.
is what it said it gives. When
Man,
I
that
got it
rainbow
from the
bird
cat.
gives you a lot of health.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh, where are you?
Oh, no, I'm alive.
Life powder? No, not herbal medicine, dude. Not antidote.
I'm
Oh,
okay, Willem. Don't worry.
No, it was myself. I don't want to be in here. If possible. Okay.
Bonk.
Where's my... Here we go. You're gonna stop for like 1 second. Kezu's very slow right now.
He's always slow.
Is he? Well, earlier I saw him like teleport across the map, but maybe that was just a bug. Okay. Oh, goodbye. Michael 3 came up to me as if he was going to wake me up from my stun, and then just ran away.
No.
Moi.
Yo, but I got a plate though.
Oh. I got nothing.
I wonder what I need to upgrade my rampage hunting on. So I think it's pretty old. Champion horn? No. Is it Hunter's horn? Is it Rampage Agiato? I need to get Bishartan Feather and Apex Venom Spike.
Why you be sharting?
Great question. I can't answer that. I have 6 thunder resistance. Damn. Maybe I can craft some thunder charms or something. Thunder resistance. I need pearl hide and I don't have any of those. Great. Maybe I don't need it then. Full wave? Are you disappearing, Nick?
Hi, chair.
What? Oh.
Yoink. You're too slow.
Oh, I guess I can use a Dango ticket. Might as well, right?
Use it for things that you don't like have a high percentage of them activating. Like the skill, because it tells you.
Yeah, it does. What was I gonna see? Maybe I can use a maybe I have an adamant or something. Mega armor skin? That's not temporary, is it?
No, it's the potions. The
It's
armor
the
skin and
powders
demon
that
drug
are
are
gone.
permanent. Until you die.
Yeah. Until you die. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm good. Have a nice, good rest of the stream. Oh, bye, Note. Bye-bye.
Remember to get the rainbow bird.
It does give you an awful lot more health there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like 25 armor skins, so... Or mega armor skins, even. Oh, you just jumped down, don't you? Should we focus Zenogre this time? Specifically.
I mean, were we not last time?
Yeah, but explicit. Like, I've just fenced off Kezu. This is a pretty arena. Like, only having one monster to fight just seemed to make it easier. Ow. Oh, the thing's gone. Oh, stunned. You like that? Like immediately as the
Hey,
door
we're writhing
opens,
next
we've
to
all
each
been
other.
writhed, yeah. I would like to be like away from here, please. There's a bug over here if you need a third one. Does Zenoga have the same, like, lightning particles as Keza, or am I losing it? They both shoot those, like, blue balls.
Okay. Lamau, you get to fight the other one.
Hello? Did you just lock Chris in with the
Okay.
Keza? Highly rude. Like his AI just got confused by the wall. He's angry.
He seems happy to me. A good dog.
Ow! Extremely rude. Oh, there you are, Christopher. Okay.
Oh,
Have you electric stunned the electric monster?
I didn't. I don't know. I don't know what did that. I think it was
One of the
your boy
cats, right?
Kezi.
Oh, fair.
Paralyzed him.
What gun you got there, Christopher?
It's the same one as
The
last
Brutus?
time, I don't remember. Like strike something.
A big gun.
Kaboom. I got a really satisfying double hit on the hammer there. I did 600. Like it hit twice for 312 or something. What's he gonna do? Nothing. Okay.
Thin. Oh,
Oh, yeah. To sharpen. No, I'm trying to sharpen. I think I called my dog over somehow when I was sharpening. Is he limping or is he just slow?
he's
He
just
has
walking
the
over to
blue
me.
icon.
He's dead. Yeah, I tried to capture him, but he didn't want to go in my trap.
Oh,
He
nice
tried to go
work.
in my trap.
Oh, do we want to capture them?
I mean, I just.
Makes it a bit easier, doesn't it? I'm going to get the carve on this then, because I keep losing out on carves and stuff. I got a plate from a random shiny.
I only wanted to capture it so that we didn't run the risk of dying, but
I got it.
it doesn't really matter.
He had some good armor, didn't he? Zenoga?
Yeah, but I have no preference on stuff, so it's up to you guys if you want to capture, if you want to carve. If you need the items, then you should carve.
I don't think I
And
need
if you don't,
Kezu for
then
anything. You can cap if you think it's easier.
Doesn't matter. You don't need the stuff.
Do you think
then
you need it, Chris?
It's just faster to capture.
I don't know what I need. Not this. I don't think.
I feel like he's probably not using a lot of lowdowns, right? I don't know what triggers the second hit on that hammer, because I feel like sometimes I'm dead inside of the monster and it still only hits once. I don't know if I need to press a button or something. Find it.
Ooh.
Oh, do you want a...
Nope, I'm fine.
Well, I'll do it anyway. Everyone's a little down.
You don't need to.
Just a life powder. Got a lot of them. No point being risky. Maybe I should put wide range on my loadout. I always find it quite comfy when you randomly heal other people. Zenoga's still here. I thought he would have despawned by now. We got him.
Hooray!
Is that a cap? What are you carving there, Kyo? Or is that the end of Zenoga?
Zenoga.
Alright. Yo, I got a Zenoga Jasper and a plate next to each other from his endgame rewards. The Jasper apparently being what his gem's called in this. I didn't know that. Ah, surely there's something cool I can make with that.
You can now make the gala suit.
Cool.
There's layered armor.
Wait, what's the Zenoga outfit called? Oh, is it just Zenoga? It's this one. What does... Oh, it's to make the coil, which has latent power in it. That doesn't seem like a good use of a gem. Oh, his outfit's got weakness exploit on it, I guess. Thunder alignment. Oh, that gives a little bit of thunder resistance. Alright, well, whatever. Do you want to do any particular quests? Do you need anything, Chris?
I need to pop bugs on their snouts.
What kind of bug?
Bugs.
It's just for the... what's it called? Not monster broth.
Yeah, the
The other
Chameleon's
one, like the
looks cool.
Liniopteron thing. So, like the mantises and the other flying weird bugs. So, it doesn't really matter. We could just do whatever quest, and at some point I'll end up killing some bugs.
Okay. The Chameleos Greatsword looks really cool. I'm sure it's terrible because it's poison on a Greatsword, but like... it looks fucking dope. As does the Thunderbolt one from Narwa. Yeah, the Spear Tuner's in this. And the Parasol. Oh, you posted a quest. Hey, Bullboy. I'm okay, thank you. How are you doing? What are these monsters? A trio. Do you think they purposefully avoided putting like offensive dangos? Not offensive in that sense, but like attack up dangos just so people wouldn't feel forced to use them in every single fight.
No,
Because they all seem to be defensive. Well, there's one for bow, I guess. But other than that, there's not like one that I feel like I have to have in every single fight. Like some of them seem useful, like taking a bit less damage or healing a bit more or knocking down less or whatever, but I feel like if there was like a plain ass like affinity up, you'd use that in every single fight. So the game would basically be running on like a plus that constantly with only 2 dangos. Is it chill Sunday? Oh no. Have you gotten up to much, Bull? Apparently I've got a Steelworks thing to talk to. Oh, should I equip a different necklace? I don't know what they're called.
Charm.
Yeah.
Equip one that you want to use.
I don't know the last one I equipped. I don't know what one I've got equipped now, I should say. Hang on. Oh, Tommy. Tommy, dude.
What?
You know how I've got layered armor on that make it looks like I'm wearing no outfit, and how I was complaining about my like damage taken?
Have you actually just unequipped?
No, it's slightly worse. I'm using the gathering set I made at the start of the stream. So rarity 4, chainmail headgear, leather vest, chainmail gloves, chainmail belt, chainmail pants.
This man is throwing my games.
Actually throwing, like not even. Like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Whatever. That might explain some of the difficulty we'd had.
I
And
don't
also,
have any difficulty.
also like downplays some of like the damage boost that I feel like I get off these items. So I thought I was doing okay damage in that fight. Like I had that 600. That's not too bad. Maybe it was just 2 crits. 2 completely 100% random chance crits. Insane build. You recently restarted Sekiro in the hope that you might actually try to complete it this time. I should probably try and complete it at some point, but I don't know, maybe I actually did just straight up have a broken controller or something, but I found that fight too frustrating on the monkey, and I just like, nah, got other stuff to do with my life.
You can use my controller.
Well, I've got this Xbox one right now, yeah. This is your one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my controller.
But, I just wasn't really enjoying it, I don't know. I found some of the mechanics were a bit BS, and it's like the whole masochistic game design, like, taken to the extreme. It was like a weird rhythm game where you can't really see the notes. Hey, Yoma. And I think now I'm older, I'm happy to accept that maybe I just don't want to finish that game because it's a bit too hard for me. Maybe if I just sat and hit my head against a wall forever I'd do it, but then that's not very fun. And I think I'm kind of over that sort of game. How are you, Yama? Damn. You alright? How's your weekend been? It's your first Souls-like, and you know that everyone you played from most FromSoft games like it ain't too hard. Sorry, what? Everyone you know that has played most FromSoft games are like it ain't too hard. It's not that bad, like... You have an awful lot of movement speed. And there's no agility gauge or anything, so you can sort of just spam certain things. There's no stamina bar, really. But I don't know, I just felt like it was a little, do it until you memorize the attack patterns and then the boss fight's really easy. There's no in-between where you sort of half pull through, I felt. It was either you get it perfectly or you don't. I don't know, maybe it's the lack of a block. I like all the bosses, 1 or 2 shotting you. And a lot of the bosses having way too much health. You just get like punished for something. I like this monster, by the way. Quite satisfying. Came to the grocery store today, you didn't. Damn you, I don't get too excited. Oh, this is Agneston.
Yes, it is the target of the quest.
Yeah. Well, I didn't recognize the icon or the name.
Stinky dancing bird. Take his beak.
I'm gonna take your beak.
That's kind
I
of
don't have one.
No,
Because
wait.
I've taken it.
Not true.
It is. It's in my hands.
Cacao!
Here's one of your bugs, Chris.
Oh,
My head looks heavy.
I'll go get it. Here's one of your honeys.
Yeah, I went up and got
woman.
that. There's another honey up here,
These are
actually.
the Neoptron things that you need to kill.
The things we're fighting right now. Oh, the Chris.
Yeah, not you.
Are those the bugs?
Yeah.
Dude, alright, whatever. This area might be good for honey farming. That's like 2 honeys right next to each other. You're gonna mostly stick to Monster Hunter, mostly much more comfy game.
This one disintegrated.
This game is indeed comfier than
Not
Sekiro.
downstairs.
I agree.
No, he disintegrated.
What the heck?
The next one's like just here, right?
Yeah,
There's
another
also a
one up
bug
there.
here. Damn. Why
Banana.
am I not allowed to get this?
Banana.
His name is Banabra. Banana. Thank you, Yama.
Wait, bird just went back to our zone.
What?
What the heck?
Ah, heck.
Eating its brother.
Mourning his brother.
And eating his brother.
I guess with this camera angle, it looks like I'm looking at chat when you see me looking off to the side. Because I am. Like, I'm looking... I've got chat on the right, and chat is on the right on the Twitch window. The game is more fun with friends, though. Most of your friends already went to the next game after clearing all the main quests. What? Monster Hunter? What next game? This is the current game, right? Or do you just mean some other game, like they're playing Elden Ring or whatever? Most of them are playing Elden Ring now. Oh, there you go. I don't know if this is particularly good damage. It's quite satisfying to play a nice easy boss fight like this after the horrid one we just had, right?
I quite like just like turning brain off and then just killing
slapping
some of these
something,
like,
yeah.
easy ones.
It's pretty... The contrast is what makes it fun, right? Because if this was just the fight, we'd be like, oh, it's fucking snooze.
But now we're like gods.
Yeah. Well, it feels like we're just bullying the wildlife. Which we are. This music is very Genshin at this point. Where it has like the strings going off. I kinda wanna play Genshin now. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow. There was that Yei Miko update. I need to eat the dango that is you fall down left often, because I keep falling down. I've not done a single attack in like 2 minutes. If animals weren't supposed to be killed, why do they die? That's a fair point, Mona. I like interesting hypothesis. Smallest size updated, I suppose.
I
He's
just realized
very
he's
tiny.
dead.
How's your
What's Sonic
weekend
doing
been,
there,
Mona?
looking around?
Well, Sonic just killed the bird for us with a bomb.
The classic Sonic the Hedgehog. He famously hates wildlife.
I'll tell you, you know, when you see Sonic standing around like that, don't trust him.
Dr. Robotnik famously trying to save all the creatures of Minecraftia with his, like, giving them, like, a robotic exoskeleton, and then Sonic the Hedgehog going around jumping on them and killing them.
I got some white chocolate, like it's licorice covered in white chocolate with chili.
I thought that was dark
Ooh.
chocolate.
It's pretty good, but it also stops me from eating a lot because, like, licorice is like fine, but this licorice I don't like that much,
Yeah.
so I don't eat all of them at once.
Man, earplugs is so comfy. Like, just being able to fight a monster that earplugs does anything on is pretty cool. Ow. Did you have any thoughts on the Pokemon trailer, Tommy?
I'm gonna look for some bugs.
On what?
The Pokemon trailer.
I thought it looked cool. I was excited. As long as it's more as long as it takes more stuff from Legends Arceus than it does from like mainline Pokemon games, I'll be happy. Like if I can throw Pokeballs at Pokemon, I'll be happy.
I
I
wonder.
think that's the best way of capturing Pokemon is to throw Pokeballs and have like a sneaky game.
Yeah, I really like the catching mechanics in Arceus, actually. It's exactly
I
what you think
fucking-
it should be, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's the game, as it should be. You see the Pokemon before you want to fight them, and you can choose to engage them. And if you get, like, the stealthy hit on them, you can try and catch them early.
Like I'd
It's a good
like, you know,
game.
double battles and Earthquake and stuff to come back. But
More
I don't,
moves and stuff.
Like I don't really care because I don't do battles. I only battle the you know, in the Elite Four.
The
right?
starters being unique makes it, and like it being a new gen though, that probably means it's going to be like 100 new things though, right? In a new area. That'll be exciting.
Well, yeah, it's a new area. It's like based on Spain, which is pretty cool.
Oh, do we know that yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that sounds
like
cool.
the main like town area that they showed is like a place in Spain.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And then like all the other stuff like, you know,
Well, if it's like Sword and
the
Shield as
palm
well, I'll enjoy
trees
that.
and the architecture.
Nice and stylized based on like a real location. Like I like going through like the sort of, not Cotswolds, but like, you know, sort of hilly little Welsh villages and then like the London city and Manchester-y looking city.
Yeah.
I thought that was fucking cool. I still think that's cool. I guess it's the same in like Gen 5 and 6 maybe. There's like, they're like Blackpool Tower or the Eiffel Tower or whatever. That's cool. More like real place seeming places. I also wouldn't mind if they took that as an opportunity to make Super Heart Gold and Ultra Soul Silver or whatever. Although the naming at this point is going to get a bit stupid. Maybe they could just call it Gen 2 Remake 2. I think that would get a lot of copies sold.
Nice, flying away. My brain.
God, Sonic the Hedgehog looks so stupid. I don't like it when he buries under the ground.
Stop fucking hating on Sonic the Hedgehog.
Can't help
He's
it.
never said a bad word about you.
Yeah, he
you know?
has. He
He's
always
not-
says, "You're too slow." Like that, in that voice.
he
Yeah, but
says
it's
that.
true.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, there's a
I was
mantis
like,
over
I haven't seen any of those mantises. I turn around, 3 of them walking in each other. This is where they've been.
here. They've just been chilling.
I'm gonna kill all 3
Hello,
of them at the
Bandit
same
Michael.
time.
What's up with the bandit Michaels? Are they doing the Meowcenary quests, or are they just NPCs? You just see him lying
Bandit
around.
Michaels.
Yeah, there's just a bandit Michael in the trees up there. He like waved at me.
Massively.
Quality
Nothing new.
stomach.
Thank you.
You've got a quality stomach.
We kept it.
Colin.
I've got an okay stomach.
How did you make it?
Well, you see, when I was just 2 cells, I decided early on, a big tummy it will be.
Oh, wow, I got like 3 fucking gems.
Bloody hell. We got a lot of hunter rank from that, damn.
Yeah.
I swear that that one just said mastered the blockchain.
New stickers for Chris.
Oh, we bought super dry jumpers. Maybe Chris said.
No, I've
I'm
got to
looking
mention.
forward to my arrive.
Yeah, it was actually Woolen buying a super dry jumper with his birthday money, and I ended up buying 2. So it was a sale if you bought 3.
It's half price if you buy 3, which is really
so
not
I'm
that bad.
just really contributing.
The hoodie was probably like 40 quid, which for a super dry hoodie that's normally like 80, 90 or whatever is that's quite good. I'm looking forward to it. I like my current one. It's very comfy. I'm wearing it now, but it's like a medium, so it's a little tight. So I'd like to have a nice big one. All right. Let's have a peek. Are you having a look at the quest? Are you?
Yeah, I'm just going through the events.
That's perfectly fine.
Wrestling with pain. That's me.
Oh yeah, Tommy, I did an oopsie earlier.
An oopsie poopsie.
Yeah. I chose of my own free will to use my, Well, there's the penguins just sitting out here! I chose to use my trident for like 120 kills in a Black Demon task before realizing that it was probably like 500k worth of runes. It doesn't hit that bad, but like... I was like, this probably isn't that efficient, huh? But, you know, I worded it in my head, right? I managed to get 80 magic from it, so I was like, you know what? I did this to get 80 magic.
Yeah.
It was an investment, because I've not really been doing my magic for a long time. And I only really use it on dragons, I think. Barrows, I guess. But yeah, I was like, ouch. I probably should have just sat there with my... So I've got like 50 or 60 left. I'm just going to go back with like... It's us, the waifus. Why can I never think of anything good to write in this? Oh, I'll just go back with like proselyte and something. I had some comfy tasks earlier
Hello,
though.
Parson.
Damn. I got another obby cape drop from the SAR task. I think I've got one every run now. Like an obby cape or the like sword. So I think I normally
You're
make
not doing
between...
Jad tasks.
No, because I'm like poor enough that I profit half a mil to a mil from every task I do, and I get to burst it.
But they don't give you a Jad pet.
They don't give me a Jad pet, but half a mil to a mil and bursting, for me, I find very comfortable. And also, no one else does it, so it makes me feel like I'm playing the game my own way. You know? Everyone just does the Jad task, and it's like, okay, cool, there's my, like, ton of Slayer XP, it's sufficient, blah, blah, blah.
It's a 1 in 50 chance for Jad.
I don't know, I've got a raccoon. Not a raccoon. Well, I do have a
100.
raccoon. I've got the...
It's not Jad.
What did I get? I got a squirrel, didn't I? Hang on. I want to see if I've got Melding Pot. Any crit? Oh, I got two. I got a few with crit eye actually, and they're all ass. Is there anything I can do with these rarity 4/1 crit eye things, or are they just useless? Like I can't meld them back
What one
in.
are you melding? Like what?
I was looking for
selecting?
crit eye,
Okay, so you got your crit eye.
but it's just one.
Now you need to do Wisp of Mystery to get better stuff, but it's completely random.
Oh, so that just gives you a single the crit eye
Yeah.
just gave me a 1 crit eye. It wasn't like a chance to get something with like a lot of crit eye and some other stuff on it.
I mean, there might be a chance, but yeah, like, yeah. Now
Okay.
you want to do Wisp of Mystery to get literally anything better.
That was a massive waste of my
And it's
time then trying to get this other stuff.
completely
then.
random.
Alright, I guess I'll just keep this talisman I got at the start of the game that has 1 crit and 1 wall runner on it then, because it's slightly better. Actually, double flinch free is not bad. I don't know what my total flinch free is. 0. I might just take that then. I kind of like flinch free. Blight resistance isn't too bad. What's blight again? Just everything. 75%
Yeah,
less
like
duration?
When you take Blight.
I'll take 75% less like lightning, thunder blight, and 2 flinch free. That's pretty comfy. Oh yeah, I got the nice thing, and then I got like a Turoth task or whatever, and that was like 0.5 mil. Comfy. I sat there like lazy flicking for a little while. Like an hour maybe. We're both good to go as well.
Yeah, I'm just doing talismans.
Okay.
So I do a whole bunch. So I've got a bunch of items.
I thought I'd start doing the 9 tasks at the not Brimhaven. The Games Necklace one, like the early game easy Slayer Master, and then the one at Konar to try and get enough points for a rune pouch. So I'm on my 10th one now with those black demons. So I think rune pouch is really the last big thing I need from Slayer. It would be handy. How optional are the quests in Arceus? No idea. I think they're extremely optional. That's the idea I get. Like a lot of the
No.
quests are like, show me like a Starly.
Not well, some yeah, but
The main quest is probably
there's two-
linear.
Oh, no,
two
he's eating
quests
him.
that- yeah, there's 2 quests that you need to do.
The main
Optional,
quest is probably
but
not.
if you want to complete the game, you need to do them.
Yeah,
Do the story those.
it's pseudo linear in the sense that you are following the main storyline of the game, but I think all the fetch quests are completely optional. And they're not really that tedious because it's normally just you're getting rewarded for something you've already done. Like you probably have like a Bidoof you can show this NPC. Or like you probably already got a level 10 Geodude or whatever, you know? Have you played much Arceus, Ballboy? It's been a long time since you've been really interested in getting in a Pokemon game. Well, this is a good one to be interested in, I'd say. Who's getting bored? Is it you that said, oh whoa, I'm pinned?
You got a problem?
Man, having a full set of armor is pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of surprised I didn't die once in... I think I did actually die just once in those 2 fights. That's not too bad.
Oh.
Not what I wanted to do with that, but why not? Damn. Do you need to be like 90s in melee to do stuff like God Wars, Tommy?
Do what?
God Wars.
If you want to solo it, yeah.
You want to be like 92 and up?
If you want to do it with friends, you can do, 70s.
Cool. So I want to do more, maybe not end game, but later game content. I bought back my like Obsidian stuff so I can do a bit more Nightmare Zone while I'm at work. 'Cause I haven't been doing that in a while. Like I basically got all the points I needed for imbues and then stopped. But I might as well try and get like 90 strength and attack, I think. I was also doing pest control, but I keep forgetting that I need to continue with it. I think I'm like a third or halfway there, maybe. The basic void. Linux told me I only needed to get void range, I think. There was only one piece I needed. It was major range.
Fuck.
This is satisfying, dude. Oh, he's got the big rock.
Yeah, it's got a big rock.
Not even a vase though. Like, why is he even bothering? Oh, he went to skinny for a second.
I'm dead.
It looks really odd when he's small, actually. I get the carve while the thing's still here. Ow.
Kind of rude.
Were you also carving?
No one invited you.
Oh, hey, Chris. I see you're inside Tentrodon's tummy. Welcome.
Mine now.
That's your tummy.
You can't steal his tummy.
I think it's yours to, like, own,
Quality
right?
stomach.
Thank you. Yeah, it's weird that the stomach monster doesn't drop his quality stomach. Huh? Is it a low quality stomach, you reckon? Back to work. Bye, Yuma. Thank you for watching. When's it? March the 1st? Is that like Wednesday?
2 days
2 days.
after the 28th.
It's not a leap year, or it is? It's a
I
leap
think
year
it's
if
a
it's
leap
29th, right? Oh, I even hit him with that. Nice. Is he meant to be like a honey badger or something?
Yeah, he's a badger.
Like a plain badger? Oh god, the audio on that was amazing. It was me like swirling around, and then for like, when it went boop, I did like the big hit. Satisfying. Man, we're nearly hitting the cap again.
Good.
Is that when you get the next
You'll get
main
another
quest?
monster.
Yeah. All meldings complete. From my paws to your
Nice.
body.
Did
I
you
can
also get the urgent quest?
I don't know. Steel works.
Steely Storm?
Are you level 30 now, Chris? Because I'm not.
Yeah, she.
Oh, I think it's because I did that one collection quest of the
We can
tiny
sit
monsters.
now.
Can't believe you leveled up faster than me, Christopher.
Oh, why is the chair here invisible? Oh, you're sitting on the tail. I understand.
Ah.
Have a nice day.
You can do it too, Chris. You don't even need a tail.
Wisp of Mystery seems extremely expensive. I'll just go with that for now. I guess they want some like people to have an excuse to use up all the random materials they're never going to use.
Yeah.
You just chuck them all together to see what they're going to do. I quest her. Oh, one Akisnom.
It gives Kahoot stickers.
Kahoot, huh?
Yeah. What your penguin was before you gene spliced him.
He's an extremely good boy, okay? Oh, you know what one of the problems is probably? Catalysts need honey as well. Oh, I'm good. Ah, Senko 3. Kahoot stickers and yo ho ho.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Did you know that the Kahoot sits on the bench outside of the Gathering Hogs? I hadn't noticed it before.
Yeah, it'll sit around in different places.
Well, you'll be able to see my Kahoot.
I think maybe, yeah.
You know, my Kahoot was called Tomu.
Why? I'm more than a bird.
I wanted to think of a name, and you have a name, so I used that.
This is why I have to rename myself and rebrand myself to Lami.
To Umot. Blue mushrooms are one thing I feel like I've got an infinite amount of in this game, though. Just getting them everywhere.
Oh.
Hey,
Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
how's the writing going?
Dying.
You have a good application yet?
You're allowed to write 2 pages.
Yeah.
And I have 1.5. And I don't know, it's like, should I fill 2 pages?
I would if they were asking you to.
Well, they're like, you're allowed to write 2 pages.
I mean, if it's like you say what you want to say in 1.5, that's a good amount.
Depends on the culture, I feel.
I mean, if they say maximum 2 pages, doesn't mean you have to do 2 pages.
Is there nothing you could reasonably put in the other space that wouldn't just be fluff or formatting?
I mean, it would just be like, I mean, and that's what applications are meant to be, but it would be like bragging about experience that's relevant, right?
Talk about your love of anime women.
I'd put that in.
I'm gonna write about my hatred for Tomo.
Well, what I remember the
We'll show you the
advice I was
passionate.
given for CVs was, you're meant to pretend, as far as they're meant to know, is that you should be annoyed by there only being 2 pages. You should have like 50 pages worth of shit to brag about. So if you're under 2, maybe it's different for masters, but for like jobs at least.
I mean, this is not like the list of. This is like a letter, right?
Yeah, if it's just like a letter of recommendation, or not recommendation,
It's
if
not
it's a
like
cover
the
letter,
list of-
CV, you don't do 2 pages tops.
it's more if you're under 2, and then they feel like you're missing something, they'll be like, oh, they just don't, they just straight up don't have it, or like, you know, they're missing something. Whereas if you're 2 and you don't mention it, they might be like, oh, maybe they just didn't have time to mention this in the space.
But then that could be the opposite as well, where it's like, oh, you had 2 pages, but you didn't get
You
around
filled up
like,
with
the
fluff.
points.
It depends how it goes, but that's just the advice I've been
I
given.
just think if you have more things to write, like relevant experience, that might be good. Then you should. But
If you have nothing
if
worth
you
writing,
can
then
bring
yeah.
across the points that you want to bring across, like concisely, I wouldn't expand it with like fluff.
You can always reformat the page if you want it to bulk out a bit anyway. Use a slightly bigger
I think
line width.
1.5 out of 2 is pretty much just.
I'm gonna make my mom read it tomorrow.
I would.
Then she can tell me how stupid I am.
It's in Danish, right? Like, I can't...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Would you reading it to us, obviously not on the stream, would it help rubber duck it for you? Or do you think there's no point? Like even
in
if we
Danish?
If
Yeah.
you want to, you could try to translate it to English. And
That's
listen
gotta be
to
so
it.
confusing.
I've
There's a lot
done
of
that.
terms in here though.
Because I've done that with Woolen, but like in Dutch, and I just translated it to English.
It's more the sense that you hearing it, you reading it out to us might make you realize that either you're missing something or that it's perfect. Like it's rubber ducking, right? You're talking to a rubber duck for your problems and it helps you solve the problems sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't do anything, but sometimes it makes you, you know, if you're inside your own head writing it all day, it's very different to trying to read it to someone. Because sometimes the moment that you try to mention it to someone else, you realize some stupid mistake that you've been glossing over. Or you finish it and you're like, damn, that's way better than I was expecting. This is perfect. Which is reassuring. So it's usually just good
It's
to do.
reassuring when I write text.
Well, just an offer. Oh, that was quick. Was that the exact same as the ones that we had to type in trios? Because that died the same amount of time.
I think it's because you're now using a weapon.
No, I was always using a weapon. The weapon I
Alright,
had was fine. It
armor.
was just the armor,
Yeah, so now you're actually doing.
maybe.
More stickers for Chris.
Yo, more stickers?
More stickers.
Oh, we've got trouble. There you go. Kushala. Is that it, Chris?
Yeah.
Kushala?
Who's this?
The quest you got, the urgent quest?
There's the steel something it
Yeah.
was, right?
We fought him in Iceborne, right, Chris? Or in the base game? Oh, the sale. I don't know if it's the same for you, Chris, but the shop is having a sale right now if you need to buy ammo.
He's got important matters to attend to.
What's she doing?
The stickers.
Ah. Divine
Pause.
Blessing, Dragon. I got Part Breaker and Crit Eye. That's not bad. Oh, shit. I got a 2 weakness exploit one, actually. That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Does that have any slots on it?
It has a single. But, like, one of the pieces of armor on my meta build is, like, a tier, like, a green tier thing purely because it has this.
Yeah.
So if I can wear that and then wear anything better, then that's not bad. There's also the other one is Part Breaker and Crit Eye. But I like that. I'm gonna equip that. Although like the current one I've got is comfy, right? Like flinch free and blight reduction. Maybe I'll keep it for now. That seems good. Hmm. Stun negated. Flinch free is a level 1 jewel. I know. But it's just that this one, I guess it's a rarity 7 talisman as well, but it's got 2 flinch free and 2 blight resistance on it. That's quite a compact little box. And considering I'm
Can't
not
think of anything. There's no funnies left.
Head MP.
I'm not really running a heavily efficient loadout right now anyway. Does this game not have an unequip all gems button? Oh, it does.
Do we need to eat for this one?
What we? Yeah, I think
Yes.
so. Kushala's just wind, right?
Elder Dragon.
They don't have an element though, do they?
Wind.
It's just wind. Yeah. I think I posted the quest. Actually, I wonder. Hmm. Hey, Bullboy, you're a big Monster Hunter nerd. Do you know a particularly good way to farm honey outside of the Argosy? Like, do you know if there's like a meta route? Or is it just run around the map for like 5 minutes? Is there like, oh yeah, if you go to the forest and go north, there's a really good route. What am I doing? Are you good to go, both of you two?
Both ready.
You just did Argosy for honey. Okay. He's poor, like... Poor Michaels. Don't you, Michael?
This poor cat.
He's trying his best, right?
Oh, he's spinning.
Kushala looks so cool,
Yeah, we're playing Skyrim today.
right? It's like a good old standard-ass dragon. God, the instruments are cool. Hey, if Iceborne had really good ice, do you reckon Sun whatever is gonna have really good sun?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't think it's gonna look any different.
Sunbreak? That was a Wirebug here. Ah, right in the middle. This looks like the Monster Hunter World monster. model. Like the exact same animations and model.
Yeah, it would be.
I took a shit ton of damage from that hit.
You shouldn't do that. That'd be silly.
Oh, I know this song. A real slapper.
Howie. Man, run.
I don't want to be here. Maybe I do want to be here. I don't want to be in that. I see why they give you the flash pods, though. Okay.
Whoa!
Look at Tails go, dude. I think my Wirebug move has a bit too much spin up to be useful on some of these attacks. You can max out how much honey you get depending on the level of your cats if you've unlocked all 3 submarines. Should I be paying more attention to the level of the cats that I'm sending on the Argosy? Because that's something I've definitely ignored pretty much. They're all like level 20s, so I didn't really think too hard about it. Maybe I should be leveling up the cats more. Ow. When do we get the 3rd submarine? Is that much later? Okay. Or can we do it now? Is it like an
I
event?
don't remember.
You have all 3.
I have it.
Okay.
I don't know when I got it.
Flying off or just... Yeah. Right. Is there anything you can do with the cats in general to make them gather more honey? Like, can you get a gatherer cat?
I don't know if that affects anything. It might do, maybe. But what you do is when you're sending out on the Argosy, you spend your points on like one of their things, and the higher level the cat, the more skills you've unlocked on them to like spend the points on. So you can make them gather faster or gather more, or both. And each like turn of a quest, it will deplete one
Okay.
use of that skill.
I'll pay more attention on it then. You should check your side quests and requests. Oh, on the menu. Yeah. Oh, that's a Magnemonic. Turf War? They're not called Turf Wars in this, are they? I feel like I don't see a pop-up for it. Also, it's kind of funny. I always feel way safer when there's another monster here, even though maybe I should feel like I'm about to take double the damage. I always feel like the monster's just never going to hit me. Maybe it's a false sense of security. What the hell is all this? I have to do the bee spam I don't do in this game. There's some good shinies on the floor, dude.
I love the shinies.
Ow. Is handicraft strong in this game again, considering how weapons seem to have fairly low sharpness right now?
I mean, you can use it, yeah.
Like it-
my builds recommend me to get some handicrafts.
Because I've got this little sliver of white sharpness on this. Like it would be better if it lasted there a bit longer. Kush, it's so much more fun than in Iceborne. Oh, Kashala Deora. I guess so. You have a lot more aerial options in this game.
They changed the fight for Kashala.
Well,
Because
this,
everyone hates Kashala.
well, Kashala's not like flying in a giant tornado right now, right? They're
Yeah.
exclusively grounded.
Yeah, you actually get to fight Kashala on the ground now, so...
It's better. And they've kept it as a wind theme, like they throw out these little tornadoes forwards that you need to dodge.
But yeah, they just reworked it, Kashala, because they're just... Nobody likes that fight.
That's fair. I think it's a good change. It worked okay. It was more bearable when like flash bugs were like extremely broken and you could just constantly flash it out of the sky.
Yeah.
That wasn't really a fix. That was more like just making a horrible problem slightly more like bearable.
Yeah, but then in
Wasn't making
Iceborne,
it
they
fun.
changed it, so
Yeah.
then it just was ass, and then they made him fly even more.
Yeah. Weird fight. Cultural exchange and economic situation are the names of the quests that unlock the submarines. We'll have a look. Thank you. Good advice. This tree should block these whirlwinds. Huh?
Oh no.
Can we get the sticker, please?
I didn't want to roll into that.
Wind idiot. Bonk.
Ow.
Whee!
Ah, yes, a cliff face. My favorite attacking arena. Yo!
Bonk.
Oh, it's satisfying when you get like the break on the hit as well. I'm in the air. Oh, you get like direct hit air shot by it.
Yeah.
They knock you into the air and then they go straight for that secondary. Hey, dude. Dude, not again. Ah, I remembered the dodge mechanic. There you go. Thought that was a thing. I did get sniped. I wonder if I use a lot of mega potions as well, because Cake was taking 6 of them every single fight.
This is not poggers.
Ow. No.
Why hidden scream?
He Angie. Ow. He's old? I'm in combat apparently? Oh,
My dog is fighting 3 goats. Stop.
why does he hate those goats so much, dude?
You gotta control your dog.
My dog is Tails.
Why is your dog Tails, huh?
I just watched Magnamalo run through the Kushala. Like, inside the hitbox.
He's doing his best. He sure is running around quite a lot in this fight, huh?
He's gonna go fight someone else.
It's 8. Tigarexi. Hello, Tigrex. Bonk. They lowered the super hit on the hammer down 1 move. It used to be bonk, 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 bonk. It's got 1 less bonk in it now. Hey, Anathon. Why hurt big animal? We want to harvest its flesh to make a new coat. Michael, I know you're trying your best, but if you actually want to wake me up, you have to hit me, not the air in front of me.
I don't think Michael really wants to wake you up.
That's the idea I'm getting, because a lot of these times he's like virtue signaling, you know? He's like, oh yeah, I'm just trying my best to save Woolen, but really is not. Like, doesn't actually want to put the effort in to do the saving, but just wants to get the recognition for trying.
Who doesn't?
Good people.
Right, Chris.
He can't be that far off death now. We've been hitting him for a
Not
while.
really. So yeah, I would say he's quite far off.
I just feel like we've been hitting him for a while.
Why I die again?
Why'd you have
Oh,
why'd you have a sticker for being hit twice, Chris? Huh? Why? Ow! I was too busy trying to pull out my stickers to show off. Got hit by his attack.
We death.
Do you need help?
No. We get hit by all the things. Any percentage speedrun.
Turf War. Oh, it does say Turf War still. Oh, they're up in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. He suplex dived him into the ground, dude.
Ow.
I hate it when
Is he blue
Magnum
now?
runs
He's blue now,
in
yeah,
front
look.
of me.
Magnum gone.
Ow.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's almost dead now.
Yeah.
Mounted Punisher? Dude. Yo! That's so cool. I guess I've not been doing the monster fighting thing properly. I've just been launching them. But I like did a few attacks there and I got like a super.
We did it.
Ah.
Magnamale saved the day.
That was satisfying. Got that on my big smack.
Carving his flesh, very tasty.
To make Chris a new coat.
A yam.
Noob mount achieved. Got him. Hey Sonic. Sonic sure loves like the corpses of giant monsters, huh?
He loves it almost as eating humans. Like,
They're gonna
comment
talk
on
about beating
him
up.
looking at corpses of monsters.
He's trying his best, right?
You're not Sonic's best friend.
I said he's trying his best. Not that
Oh.
I'm Sonic's best friend. Is that something you think I'd say?
Yeah,
I'm Sonic's best friend, Tommy. Remember that.
you're not. He hates you.
This is moral Anathon. Morally Pog. The little spoken about on the D&D morality chart. Friend points. I knew you could do it. You did it. You're a splendid hunter, and I'm old. I want a croissant journey. Let's
You're
go.
a bit of a croissant journey.
I wish, dude. Slay both dragons. Ah, hunter rank has been gone to 40 now. Cool.
Is it time to take a picture?
It is.
He-
Whoa. Why do you want to take a picture, Chris? You get to pick.
Let's take a picture in front of Cake's waifu.
Again,
Huh?
that was the picture we took yesterday. But yeah, now Cake isn't here. It makes it
But now
better.
Cake's not here. We can be the waifu.
You better leave her alone.
Oh, you should have been here. Why are you facing that way? Tommy, you look tiny.
Whose dog is this? Get him out of here.
It's
I'm sitting.
Michael. Why are you hugging Michael?
Get rid of Michael.
Okay. Michael's trying his best, you know.
We can do the hard bit with Cake's waifu in the middle.
Yeah.
I am a.
God, you're frightening, Chris. Did I stutter? How did you manage to turn around so quickly, Chris? Oh, that works. What's the gesture called? Like heart?
Why are you turned away from her?
1, 2, 3, cheese.
Horrible picture. Chris is barely in it.
No, it's a whole rectangle. It's not
What the
square.
heck? The photographer.
It's not a square. It's a whole screen screenshot.
I am perfectly aligned on my screen.
Tommy, what are you sitting on?
Sabotaged.
Sing.
Tommy, is the pose literally just sitting in thin air?
Go to your pose sets
I've
and
done-
go to the sitting.
Did we just unlock this?
We unlocked that earlier, yeah.
Oh, you're right. Oh my god. There's so many different ways to sit. There's 3 different ways to sit.
I want to sit on the corpse of a monster. Nice, Chris.
Nice ka-ching hair, by the way. Can you have a look at the sticker I made yesterday?
Nice work, Rook.
What about this one? No soup.
No soupy.
Oh, soup.
No soupy.
Peep.
Peep. Tappy.
He has his dangos. Oh, the side quests. I don't think we have it. Yeah. I don't see what I thought you wrote. No. Alright. Why? Anyway, that seems like a good point to end, right?
No.
Okay. Cake has other thoughts. When's a good time to end?
I'm ending. Great job, loser. Shut up, Chris. School bully. Stinky.
She is a school bully, right? Oh god, no, the Reijang music started. It means Tomu's gone. Alright. Thanks for watching the stream today, chat. Did you enjoy it? Did you have a good fun time?
I'm
I
gonna
need to-
go to bed.
Good night.
Good night.
I need to find someone who's not playing
I'm just
Elden
going
Ring?
crazy.
Chirino TV, playing Internet Cafe Simulator 2. The game's so good they made a sequel. Thank you, Bullboy. Thanks everyone for watching today. We'll be back tomorrow. Good night. Bloody hell. I'm snoozy.